Yo, what is up, guys? We're back with another episode. As always, if you guys are returning, welcome back. If you guys are brand new to the channel, my name is Dom and welcome to Illumica. As you can see, we're back at the storage unit. And shout out to Adrian. He left a comment underneath the other video, and he is also working in a storage unit. So man, best of luck to you. It's better than working on the street, like I said. Man, when you get it up and running, I would love to see your E30 as well, just to see what you done to it. So, and thanks for watching. But we're back here. I decided to go ahead and just clean up the whole engine. As you guys know, the E30 has been sitting 4 years to my knowledge, and prior to that, I don't even know. When I did my first tune-up on the E30, when I went to go flush the coolant is supposed to be ethylene glycol, which is the green coolant, and it came out orange, and there was a bunch of chunks. It started solidifying. Same with the gas. That's why I had to take the gas tank out, and the gas started solidifying as well. And just looking at the engine, a lot of things needs to be cleaned, like the thermostat housing unit, a lot of the temperature sensors and just electrical plugins need to be cleaned up. I'll get the mating areas cleaned up as well, and then I'll mask it off, and then we'll go ahead and degrease the engine. We'll take out the thermostat housing. Could get a new one, or I could just clean this one up. I'll probably just clean it up. It's a lot of gunk. Let me show you inside the hose. And the hose, as you can see, it's all gunked up in the inside. And then once the new hoses are on, do a whole complete coolant flush on it. Once again, get everything out. Most of the fuel lines need to be replaced as well. They said they replaced most of the cracked hoses, but I've seen plenty. And even on the throttle body, they were supposed to clean out the throttle body. That's not clean at all. Even the injector flange is all corroded. Yeah, we'll just get all this stuff replaced. Fresh new hoses, coolant, fuel hoses, we'll do all that. But in today's episode, we'll be going to my kuya's house, and I'll be using his water hose to clean out the gas tank, get all the gunk out of that, and cleaning the intake manifold, cleaning off the gasket surface area. Operation Fix the E30 is, I guess, in effect. So hopefully we can get this thing up and running, and I can start it for you guys. Yeah. Alright guys, so we're kind of in my kitchen. Right in front of me we have the intake manifold, and the foam around it is a Permatex gasket remover. I spread it on there because it was kind of thick. I'm using a plastic scraper. Please use a plastic scraper. This is aluminum, and aluminum tends to scratch up easily. Pretty much all I'm doing is taking off the old paper gaskets that are on there. They were stuck, so that's why I resulted to using the gasket remover. And Permatex has always been a good brand, so if you do have trouble with getting old gaskets off, use the Permatex. It comes off pretty easy. Yo, what is up, guys? So we're at my kuya's house. I got everything laid out. As you can see, gasket that was stuck to the intake off. And the way I'm gonna go about cleaning it is probably the easy and safe route. So I got a Scotch-Brite pad. This is a 360 grit. It's a smoothing. And I got my Durablock sanding block. The reason why I'm doing that is to keep even pressure when I'm cleaning off the surface area. Also gonna hit it with a little bit of acetone. When you're using acetone, make sure you're wearing gloves and you're in a well-ventilated area. You don't want to breathe that stuff in, or you don't want to get it on your skin. It's a really harsh chemical. It's a cleaner. But yeah, that's what we're gonna be using to clean off the gasket surface area. A lot of ways and methods that people clean off surface areas, but this is one. It's aluminum, and I really don't want to gouge it. Yeah, I just really don't want to gouge it. I don't want to go through that hassle. And there are wire cleaners out there, like nylon brushes and stuff like that, but then you run the risk of having high and low spots when using it. So we also have the fuel injectors and some Von Haas part wash. Pretty good cleaner. I have it sitting in there because they're just really, they were really gunked up. I don't know how well you can see that, but they were really gunked up. And they're actually cleaner. They've been sitting in here for about maybe 10 minutes or so. But we're getting those cleaned off. Gonna let those sit in there, let all the dirt and just build up, break down, so it's easier to clean. So I know my way takes a lot of elbow grease and a lot of labor to it, but as you can see, it does work. Like I said, the gasket's been sitting on here for a very long time, and there are some still imperfections to it, probably from the previous owner that had it. But as you can tell, it does work. When I'm doing to get off the extra gasket that's stuck on, I'm just keep putting acetone on my microfiber cloth and just keep wiping it. Just keep wiping it, and I'm taking my plastic scraper and scraping it as much as I can off, and then going over it and then sanding it with my Scotch-Brite. So it does work. I know it takes a lot of, like I said, it takes a lot of labor, a lot of elbow grease, but it does work. Just take your time with it. There's a lot of methods out there that you can use. This is just my way. It's a safe way to do it. Yes, it takes a lot of time, but it gets the job done. So we're in my apartment, and we got the intake right here, and it came out really good. I know it's not a perfect job, but it's in way better condition than how it started. So when you're using your Scotch-Brite pad to clean off your mating surfaces for your gaskets, make sure you're not using a lot of pressure. Use light pressure. Just let the Scotch-Brite pad do all the work. The reason for that is you don't want to start eating into the metal at all. So just let the Scotch-Brite pad do all the work. So I also wanted to show you guys how to clean out your injectors, but the method that I was using kind of flopped on me. I think I needed a 12-volt battery rather than a 9-volt. I needed the extra power to actually open up my injectors. But it was a really cool concept. I am going to link the video in which inspired me to try out this method. Really cool concept, really cool. It just didn't work for me. I think I needed more power. But I would say, if you do try out the method that is linked in the description, I would suggest you start off at a 9-volt battery, because you don't want to run into the risk of blowing up the inside of your injectors. The method that I'm using right now is, as you've seen, I let it sit in a part wash cleaner for maybe 30 to 40 minutes, and that actually did an amazing job. It really softened up the grime that was inside and outside of the injectors, and they look pretty clean. And I also been cleaning it carbon choke cleaner, so I'm spraying that in the top of the injector, which is the filter screen side. I know in the beginning of the video I showed you guys the injectors, but there was no way of showing you guys the filter part of it, and the filters were all gunked up, and now I have 4 of them super clear. The other 2 are starting to clear up too as well, but there's still little specks here and there. So I'm gonna go back and just hit them up again, keep hitting them up and breaking out that gunk. I know I said I was gonna clean out my gas tank as well, but I just went ahead and bought a whole new gas tank. And the reason being behind that is I wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to get off all the solidified gas that was in the tank. There also was a huge dent in my gas tank. But anyways, yeah, so I got a brand new gas tank. The end tank's all cleaned. The fuel injectors are 80% cleaned. I just need 2 more and we'll be at 100%. I have all my coolant and heater hoses coming in. They should be Monday or Tuesday, which is good because then next week that'll be my video changing out all the hoses. I'm still waiting for my confirmation that my vacuum hoses have been shipped out. Hopefully we get those next week as well, so then I can just do a video on changing out all the hoses, and after that we'll clean up some components on the engine and then clean the engine as well. It needs to be degreased. But yeah, everything's rolling. So on that note, I hope you guys liked today's video. We have much more coming, especially when we get the E30 running, because then the Honda gets to go in the shop, and you know that's going to be a full restoration build. But yeah, I hope you guys liked today's video, and I also hope this video sheds some light on how to clean your surface areas. I know there's a lot of ways out there. Everybody has their own way of doing things, but this is it really is an inexpensive way and efficient way to clean off your surface areas. As you saw, it cleaned up everything really well, and that gasket has probably been sitting on there for maybe 7 years or so. It was sitting on there for a long time, and it cleaned it right up. To let me know that you guys enjoy the content, please give me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. And even if it's a thumbs down, and if it is a thumbs down, please, you know, let me know in the comments what can I do to make my content more enjoyable. I would love all the feedback just so I can improve my videos for you guys. I want to make it enjoyable for everybody. I hope you guys have a good day, good evening, and much love to all of you guys out there, and I'll see you guys next weekend.